Dave! You boy! What day is it today?
Don't fucking call me boy!
Well, what day is it today?
Hey, aren't you Oliver Naveau from United Cigars?
Yes, but what day is it today?
Tuesday?
Oh, so I haven't missed CigarNoise Weekly. That means I still have time to go to Small Batch and buy United Cigars.
Yeah, you sure do. I get my box of United Cigars today.
Well, then boy, run home, pick up your box and tune in to CigarNoise Weekly. And remember, buy United, smoke United, live United.
United we smoke!
Thanks, Oliver, and welcome back to CigarNoise Weekly. I'm Dave, your host, and this week, Sam pairs the United Firecracker. Tyler asks the Lake Country Cigar Lounge about their favorite cigar brands. Rich talks about exploding cigars. Dom gets philosophical, and Ted has your cigar of the week. So fire up your favorite United cigar, pour yourself a tall glass of liquid giddy-up. It's time to make some noise. It looks like we've got a few new releases to look forward to in the coming days. Davidoff Special 53 Capa Dominicana, a Dominican Puro, has already hit the shelves and features tobacco aged for 10 years. And Blackwork Studios is expanding the Killer Bee line to now include Swarm, featuring a Cameroon wrapper with Maduro and Candela accents. Look for it to start landing early next week. And Fratello has announced that Arlequin has made the final cut. Offered last year in a Space Fresh pack to crowd test 2 new blends, Arlequin was declared the victor and will be hitting stores in September. And last but not least, Halfwell has reported that Ken Hamlin will be introducing the Arrival later next month. It's made by La Aurora with a 3-country blend and available in 3 sizes. And next we're headed to Rich for a history lesson in exploding cigars.
With Independence Day right around the corner, many of us are looking forward to explosions. Cigar history is also full of an interesting type of explosion, the exploding cigar. Back in the day, the late 1800s to early to mid 1900s, this was a fad where your cigar could have chemicals inside of it. And the chemical reaction would cause your cigar after a few puffs to just explode, right, in an actual explosion. This was supposed to be a prank, but it's the kind of prank where people could literally die. So people would be around laughing at you puffing on your cigar as it explodes in your face. Pretty fantastic, right? People were pretty weird. But anyway, the main change with exploding cigars happened in about 1915 when somebody made a homemade exploding cigar that was full of dynamite. And the person smoking it died. So then they realized they should probably not use something quite so strong with such chemical reactions, and they should switch it up a little bit. So after that, the exploding cigar became more of a mechanical device. It might have a string inside of it that would burn through and release a spring, and boom, there goes your cigar. Now it's exploded. So those were a little bit safer, and those were a prank for a very, very long time. Through the 1940s, they became incredibly popular. So as you enjoy your explosions with the Independence Day holiday, think about how happy you are that your cigar is not exploding.
Thanks, Rich, and be sure to check him out at MooCowRich on Instagram for all of his wise words. And I hope you're getting ready to celebrate this weekend, so let's head over to San for her explosive wine and cigar pairing.
Hey y'all, it's your girl San here this week with CigarNoise for your weekly Vino and Leaf pairing. This week's Vino and Leaf pairing is going to be with the Firecracker from United Cigar, as well as the Sauvignon Blanc 2019 from the McBride Sisters. Out the gate on the Firecracker, just a little bit of cherry. You definitely get black pepper on the retro, a little grapefruit, hay, and some sour citrus, which is probably that grapefruit on the retro hill. There's also a woodiness and a nuttiness and something that reminds me of, do y'all remember the Red Hot cinnamon candies? I think you can still get them when you go to the movies, that like strong cinnamon flavor. That's what I'm getting on the Firecracker cigar. With the McBride Sisters Sauvignon Blanc, oh wow. On the nose, I get grapefruit, fresh cut grass, honeysuckle, apple blossoms, and definitely something that's herbaceous, like perhaps a lemongrass. This is beautiful because this is a 100% Marlboro Sauvignon Blanc. So the flavors are going to be pungent, aromatics. It's going to be crisp. It's going to be very clean. The pairing goes very well together because it's highlighting the citrus notes, and the woodiness in the cigar and the nuttiness in the cigar is bringing out more of the herbaceous notes that you find in the McBride Sisters Sauvignon Blanc. The thing about Sauvignon Blanc is you want to prevent the oxidation, because what that does is it preserves the crisp, clean flavors and the lightness of the wine, making it a great summer sipper out on your porch or out of your stoop, wherever you may be. The black pepper has ramped up a little bit. It's intensified a little bit more on the United Firecracker cigar to almost like a cayenne pepper. Definitely coming through continually with woody notes that are probably like a cedar. It's a little bit more earthy. This may be a small, short smoke from United with the Firecracker, but it packs quite a bit of punch, which I absolutely like. Happy 4th, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed today's Vino and Leaf pairing with the United Firecracker cigar and the McBride Sisters 2019 Sauvignon Blanc.
Thanks, Dan. And for all things wine and cigars, be sure to check her out at Vino and Leaf on Instagram. And next we'll head to Tyler to poll the good folks at Lake Country Cigars on their favorite cigar brands.
Hey, this is Tyler from Lake Country Cigars. This week's question is favorite cigar brands.
Well, it changes a lot.
Certainly, I have several.
Well, great questions, by the way.
My favorite is Roma Craft, and they just make a generally great cigar. Great quality, great price point, great brand.
There's a lot of brands that I like, and I don't really know if I, consider many of them like superior to others.
LFDs and Tatuaje. I like Aroma Craft too. Full body, full. Oily full. Tons of Lajero. Strong.
If I had to say two brands that I've never had bad experiences with, it would be the Upman's and La Florida Dominicana.
Capitulo 2s. Roma Craft Neanderthals.
I go through seasons. I'm smoking an HBC right now, which is have a number of offerings I really like. Southern Draw right now is another one. I like the Pennsylvania Broadleaf they use on the Jacob's Ladder, so it's a winner for me. Tabernacle from Foundation is another great one.
I like DL 700s, 500s.
I'd say my favorite brand is probably Drew Estate or Foundation. I love Ligas. They're awesome.
I recently was exposed to the Foundation brand through a fellow here at the shop, and a Charter Oak is a good cigar.
Tatuaje Faustos.
Those are a few I find myself smoking. Tatuaje has been in the mix probably the longest for me, that I go to pretty consistently.
If I had to say a brand that would be my brand, it would have to be Crowned Heads, because it's the only cigar brand where I've had pretty much every cigar.
Anything that's got some punch to it.
And of course, I love Alec Bradley, because, come on, Leprechaun and, green, come on, Notre Dame, of course, I gotta love that cigar, right?
And if I had to for some reason, I would suck at it, but if a rep needed me to sub for him for a while, I'd at least know the names of everything and what they're kind of like.
Yeah, I would say those are my favorite brands.
Any other questions?
And that concludes this week's question of the week at Lake Country Cigars. Please tune in to Cigar Noise Boys. This week we had on Danny Vasquez of Roma Craft talking about Weasel Fest 2020. Tyler signing off. Back to you, Dave.
Thanks, Tyler, and be sure to check him out at VSoHorny on Instagram for all of his shenanigans. And now let's check in with Dom to see what may be his most philosophical moment yet.
Hey, come here. I want to teach you something. All right. Well, did someone try to draw persimetry on the wall? Oh, made you look. Check it out. Oh, yeah. There's some sick J's, not those stupid housemaids. Well, all right. First thing you want to do, grab your cigars. Nice. Take your little thingies and make some loops and stuff and tie me up. Now this is where it gets challenging. You want to use your cigar to make a nice loop. That's going to really ensure the quality of that knot. Wow. But we're not finished yet. No. You want to take that cigar now, make sure you get it all the way through that gap. Oh, and finally we've made it. The end. But wait. Watch how simple this is. 1, 2, I don't believe it. And 3. Just like that. Easy. Fun. So what have you learned? Well, I know what I've tried to teach you. Something that I've learned from Olive Nouveau when she says that we should live untied. It's so difficult to tie a shoe, to put it to the laces together, make knots. Making knots is not a good thing. Think about your stomach. Do you like knots in your... No, you do not. But untying a shoe is so simple and it feels right. Live untied. Thanks, Olive Nouveau.
Thanks, Dom, and be sure to check him out at cigar_analogies on Instagram, and do not miss him and Tyler's Cigar Noise Boys podcast that airs each week. And lastly, let's head to Ted for your cigar of the week.
Apologize ahead of time. I am out of my element. I'm out of my normal spot. I'm trying to shoot this video while I'm traveling. It is really windy here. So, cigar of the week this week. Again, I'm slipping back into 2019 for our cigar this week. 2019 Warped Flor de Val Skyflower Nicaraguan Puro. What are you gonna taste in the flavors? Let me tell you what I get. I get a lot of graham cracker, a lot of baking spice, pretty good pepper blast, and some pretty good strength from the cigar. I read in one other review, exotic spices, which I don't really know what that means, but I definitely get a lot of spiciness from this cigar. Listen, same wrapper, same binder as other Flor de Val. Difference is medio tiempo. The very top primings from the tobacco plant that don't always occur. Listen, medio tiempo is very rare. When it does occur, these tobacco producers, these cigar producers need to capitalize on that and take advantage of it. Mr. Kyle Gellis has done just that in this cigar. This cigar is fantastic. If you can find them, they're about 15 bucks a piece. Hopefully when 2019 came through, if you're a cigar fan, you picked up some of these and stashed them like I did. Very good smoke, lots of different nuances and flavor, spiciness all the way through. Every one of these I've smoked. Almost zero construction issues with, so great cigar. Pick one up if you can. I highly recommend it. They're really, really good. I mentioned that I'm traveling. Let's talk about traveling for a minute, because there's a couple things. There's one thing you can do without, and there's one thing you absolutely can't do without. Listen, a simple 79-cent Bic soft flame lighter will get the trick done. Now, listen, you don't want to end up using the plastic utensil out of the complimentary continental breakfast. I don't even know what the hell that means, continental breakfast. We are cultured men and women who enjoy a fine hand-rolled product. You need to use a device designed to do that job. So I'm going to put up a name right here of a relatively cheap cutter that you could purchase, and it's one of those cutters that if you lose it, you're not out a ton of money, and you're not going to go, dang, I just lost my favorite cutter. You're going to be out 10 bucks. If you forget your torch, it's no big deal. If you forget your cutter, it's a big deal. This week's cigar of the week, Warped Skyflower Medio Tiempo. Grows at the very top of the plant. Skyflower. Weird, huh? See you guys next week.
Thanks, Ted, and be sure to check him out at Ted Runs Again on Instagram. That's it from us. We hope our friends north of the border had an awesome Canada Day yesterday, and we hope you're gearing up for an amazing Saturday, 4th of July. We'll see you next time. As we close our social media Cigar Noise hashtags of the week, I'd like to say thank you very much to all of our special guests, everyone that makes this show happen each week, and Tom Thurrow for sharing his musical talent with us.
And that concludes.
Hey, go. No, I'm gonna say. Okay. All right, I got it. All right. Now we're definitely going. It's recording.
And that concludes this.
Are you sure it's going?
I'm 100%
Director
sure.
of photography.
I'm positive.